Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bree, and in today's video I'm doing my October budget with me. Wow, yeah, it's the last quarter of the last quarter of the year, if you can believe it. So I'm gonna flip my planner to October, and we can start with my budget. So the way I usually do, if you're new to my channel, my husband and I, we are a month ahead, meaning that our September income is going to be paying for our October expenses. So yeah, so I already have down my expenses, no, my income here. You know what I forgot? I forgot my spreadsheet. Hold on just a second. I'm going to be using, these are the stickers that I will be using for my monthly layout. I got this, I've been using this sticker book this entire year, and finally bought a new sticker book for like next year, and the one that I bought is part of the new Happy Planner fall release. I bought the new sticker book. I wish I had it handy here so I can show you guys. You know what, hold on a second. Okay, so this is what this one looks like. The budget sticker, which is part of the fall release. What happened here? What? Anyway, so yeah, just a quick flip through, and I was happy that they actually added water, because one of the issues that I had with this one was that there was no water icon, and every time I had a water bill I would realize that, well, damn, there is no water icon that I could use. But anyway, so I'm gonna start using that sticker book next year. Yeah, next year I'll start using that. Let me bring up my Excel. And we can start. Okay. So starting with my my monthly. So our total income, I estimated our tenant, we have an ADU above our garage that we rent out to a young couple. So our total income is $20,427 and 32 cents. So that is our gross income, $20,427 and 32 cents. And then our payroll deduction, we have federal tax, Social Security and Medicare, state deduction, health insurance, disability insurance, FSA and HSA accounts. So our payroll deduction is $3,917 and 17 cents. And then our retirement savings is $4,977 and 36 cents. out of 20,427 and 32 cents. That's bringing our net income to 11,532 and 79 cents. So that is our net income, and that's what we're going to be budgeting. So starting with the savings and sinking funds, I already put down our sinking funds. Let me see, because the sinking funds might be slightly different just because the kids, okay, yeah, that's it's 2,196. The kids amount went down. It's gonna go down in October from 602 to 477. So if you see last month, my sinking funds was 2,271, and in this I have 1,200 that goes to our escrow account, which pays for our real estate tax and property insurance. So technically this actual sinking funds, the things that go towards my regular sinking funds, the kids binder, the holiday binder, that is 996. Yeah, so 2,196 goes to our sinking funds, and then $75 goes to my emergency funds. So I'm not gonna tally this because the net of all the expenses will go towards my savings challenges, and that will lead me to having my $0 base budget. Okay, now starting with our living expenses, mortgage is going to be 4,467.43, and then grocery is going to be 700. Gas, I don't have our gas bill yet, but I'm going to put down 65. Electricity, we haven't really been using a lot of AC. The weather is still kind of mild, so but I'm still gonna be cautious and put $200 down for light bill. And then streaming is going to be 105.08. We just pay water, so no water. Internet is $90, no trash. And then phone, I'm going to do 177. And then family fun is going to be 200. And then house cleaning, they are coming 3 times in October, so that's going to be 645. Okay, so that means that for my living expenses, we have 4,467 and 43 cents plus 700 plus 65 plus 200 plus 105.08 plus 90 plus 177 plus 200 plus 645. We have 6,649 and 51 cents for our living expenses. And then kids, so the kids, the college is going to be 150. School lunch is going to be 152 and 60 cents, and the 260 is just convenience fee. And then trip and other activities for school is going to be 50, and then monthly allowance is going to be 225 for all 3 kids. So kids is going to be 150 plus 150, 260 plus 50 plus 225, that is 577 and 60 cents. 577 and 60 cents for the kids. And then transportation, I'm just gonna do gas this month for 400. My total account was replenished last month, so I think we're good for like a couple months until we have to until they hit us with the charges back again. So total transportation is going to be $400. Yeah. And then miscellaneous expenses, my husband's allowance is going to be $129.78. That's $129.78. That's how much he had going to his bank account from his pay stub. And mine is going to be $150. Eating out is going to be $250. Just because there is we have F.I.R.E. in October, so $250 for eating out, and then entertainment, that's $50. Okay, so for miscellaneous expenses, that comes to $129.78 plus $150 plus $250 plus $50. Okay, that's $579.78. Okay, so total monthly spending, we're going to be adding the miscellaneous expenses. $579.78 to $577.60, which is the kids, plus the living expenses, which is $6,649.51, plus $400 for transportation, that is $8,206.89, out of the net income of $11,532.79. That is $3,325.90 minus $21.96 minus 75. That is $1,054.90. Okay. So we have $8,206.89. Actually, no, let's start with $11,532.79 minus $8,206.89 minus $3,325.90, zero. So that's how we get to the $0. That's 32, right? Okay. And that's how I do my $0 based budget. Okay, so that's it for my monthly spending plan. Now I'm gonna flip over to my monthly layout and put down my monthly bills, and I'm gonna flip to my September layout because that's what I use. I use the previous month as a guide because most of the due dates, they're all the same. They've been consistently the same for the past, I don't know, 5-6 years or so since we moved into this house. So it hasn't not changed, and I don't see it changing anytime soon. And I like to have most of my bills actually, clustered like in the first half of the month. So after the 15th, usually there will just be like a trickle of bills. Like for example, in September, the only bill that was due after the 15th was the water bill. The rest are just, savings and paying our house cleaner. But yeah, so that's it. We can start. I have my stickers here. I'm gonna move my planner here. Okay, so let's start with, I always forget to start with this, but this month I remember. Let's start with payday. So in September, our last payday was the 19th, which means in October, October is going to be our magic month. Excuse me, because we're going to have our paydays on the 3rd, the 17th, and the 31st. So let's start with the paydays. Paydays here, the 3rd. I should probably get a tweezer. I don't have a tweezer actually. I have a whole bunch of tweezers. Sometimes I kind of feel like my nails are good enough. Okay. So there's that, the paydays, and it's also the same days that the cleaners come. So I'm gonna put that down. And since it's fall, I'm going to do brown or orange. Is there orange here? Let's see. No orange. Oh, yes. Now, do I use this soft one or this bright one? I'm gonna use the bright one. So we have, although I have internet due on the 3rd, so I'm gonna push things up a little bit so I can put at least 3 stickers over here. Oh my god. Okay, I don't want to. Okay, I'm just gonna. Okay. There you go. I don't have anything due on the 17th, but nope, nothing due on the 17th. It looks like this payday sticker is crooked. There you go. And then the last, this one also seems crooked. Okay, and these are the house cleaner. So house cleaners, $200. Okay, I need to start working on my handwriting and slow down. See, when I slow down, it's neat and I can read it. When I rush, then it's ugly, and sometimes I can't even read it myself. So I need to be mindful and remember to slow down when I write. Okay, so that is that for house cleaners, and then over here I have internet. Oh my god, which is $90. Okay, let's go find Wi-Fi. This sticker box still has so many icons left, and I'm gonna probably switch back and forth between this one and the one from the fall 2025 release next year. Okay, and then my house bill is due on the 1st. I think that's the only bill that I have due on the 1st. And I cannot believe that it's already the last quarter of the year. And I'm gonna use this, guys. Whoa, was I just talking and it wasn't recording? Oh my god, I don't know what happened. It has a time limit, and I honestly wasn't paying attention to the time limit. And yeah. But anyway, what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by this camera, like, how dare it? Like, how dare you? What I was saying was, I cannot believe it actually is the last quarter of 2025, and that I was already thinking about my goals for next year, for 2026. And when my goals are like related to numbers and very measurable, I tend to do really good with them. It's when it becomes kind of hard to put like a number on it, that's where some of my goals are kind of, blurred, and I have a harder time with those type of goals. So I'm gonna take the time the next few months and kind of write down exactly what I want those other goals to be like, and write down a strategy. I've been reading 12-week yearbook, and so far I have found that to be very interesting. If you have not picked it up, I highly suggest that you pick it up at the library. I've got it at the library, and I also bought it. I got it at the library to read it, and I bought it so I can highlight the parts that I found were very interesting, that I will, And it's also a book that you want to always refer back to, like Atomic Habits. I bought that book. I got that book first from the library, then I went and bought it because it was really good. And there are a lot of books like that I get it first at the library, then I go buy it. Another one is The Simple Path to Wealth by Jill Collins. I also got that one first at the library. Then it was such an easy, simple read, but very insightful, fantastic book. I highly recommend pick up, Simple Path to Wealth from Jill Collins. It's a great book. If you're on the path to financial independence, it's great. I love that book so much. But anyway, back to my monthly layout. So I have Spotify due on the fall. So I have Spotify due on the fall right here. So I can just do the fall. I have phone on the 7. So let's put the 4 here, and then the 7. I just want to get rid of this. Done with this spreadsheet. I mean, not spreadsheet. This sheet. Oh my god, not spreadsheet. You can tell I've been working on spreadsheet recently. Okay, and 13. For those of you who don't know, I work in accounting, and we are currently in our budget season, meaning we are working on our 2026 budget. And I have been knee-deep buried into spreadsheet. I'm already my daily life already revolves around spreadsheet, but when I'm working so many tabs over so many spreadsheets, my brain has been excelled out. So That's why I said spreadsheet. Okay, so Spotify is due on the 4th, and oh, it doesn't have any icon. So Spotify, and it's 2209 for Spotify, and then 7 is going to be the phone. 7 is going to be phone. And I don't know their amount yet, so I'm just gonna put down phone. Okay, and the 13 is our light bill. I also don't know the light bill amount yet. What I put on my monthly spending plan is just an estimate, but on the monthly layout here I do put the actual, because when I'm doing my weekly spending plan, this is the page that I refer to for my the bills that are due the week that I'm planning. So okay, what's next? Our gas bill is going to be due on the 11th. Gas bill. Do I want to use this? Yeah, let's use this and be done with this one as well. Okay, so gas bill is going to be due on the 11th. And I don't know that one either. And I do have a heating icon. I think it's this one. Yeah. Oops. There you go. So gas, light. I think that's it. Oh, I have TV. TV is due on the 10th. Oh. Okay. Just keep it up. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. So that's TV, and that one is $82.99. And I do have an icon for TV. Okay, so those are all the bills that I have to pay in October. House, internet, Spotify, phone, TV, gas, light, yeah, and that's it. So the rest are just going to be my I do need to put down the kids college funds, which I use this piggy for, and I think that's it for this sticker book. And then let's go grab more orange, and I'm going to use the white one. Just put it here, and then this is typically due, it hits my bank account on the 5th. Okay, not it hits, it gets withdrawn from the bank account on the 5th. that's $5.29, and this is $150. Okay, so and then the Thursday is going to be my regular sinking funds. I'm going to start with the 9. So wait, I have emergency funds, sinking funds, kids funds, and holiday binder. I have 4. Now let's just do the second, and that will be E funds, and that is $75. And then the next is going to be my regular sinking funds. So sinking funds is $319, and then next is going to be the kids funds. Kids binder, and this month is $477. And then next is going to be the holiday binder. And that is $200. Okay, and that's it. Simple, nothing too complicated. As you can see, there's less bills that I have to pay this month compared to last month. House, internet, Spotify, phone. Yeah, I don't have trash, I don't have water. Okay, so that's it. I'm gonna flip back to October and put it back in here. One of the things I've been watching and listening to Ramit's podcast and his YouTube channel, where he talks about I will teach you how to be rich, and I started reading about his conscious spending plan, and I want to read more about it, and then maybe I'll try to implement some of his ideas into my budget. Like, for example, I want to be able to know, like, our net income, how much of that goes towards our fixed expenses. And because he had, like, I think he has 4 categories, right? Fixed cost, guilt-free, and savings. I'm forgetting the 4th one. Saving and investment. I'm forgetting the 4th one, but I'm pretty sure was it 3. I can't really remember. I think it was either 3 or 4. And he said out of your net income, 50 to 60% of your net income should go towards your fixed cost. Our fixed cost includes a lot of the categories that he has in other categories, like guilt-free. For example, our miscellaneous expenses, my husband's allowance, my allowance, eating out, entertainment. He has a huge chunk going towards that. We barely have like 1%. Is it? No, I lied. It's 1% of our gross. So if I take 579.78 divided by 11,532.79, that's 5% of our net income. And our living expenses, which is what I will consider that to be our fixed cost, is $6,649.51. That takes a chunk. That takes more than half of our net income. It takes 57% of our net income. And I think he said 50 to 60%. So I want to, I've been thinking about my next year goals, and one of the goals that I would like to do is track our savings rate. I know we save a pretty decent amount of money. I mean, you can tell, like our retirement, we are saving close to like $5,000 a month towards our retirement. And then post, I have my savings challenges over here that I'm also saving. But it would be good to kind of implement some of his ideas into my budget. But yeah, anyway, this video is getting very long and I don't like long videos, so I'm gonna stop it right here. And thank you so much for taking the time out of your day and hang out with me today. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye and happy savings.